Greetings all and welcome to Mr. Dig's Deals. I'm Mr. Dig. Welcome to my latest charity shop pickups video. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. It's been about 3 weeks, but I've had a lot going on and I've been in a bit of a sticky patch with my reselling, but I like to think that everyone turns a corner just like myself, and hopefully even though I've not had many sales for the past few days, there's always the chance I can turn the corner. So, and what better way to try and turn that corner is with a charity shop pickups video. Plus, at the end, I'm going to show you why you should always look in mystery bags and boxes in charity shops, because I found some pretty decent stuff, to be honest with you. So without further ado, let me show you what I've got and how much I paid for it and what I hope to get back for it. So here we go. Now, I'll start with this one. Everybody knows this game back from in the 70s. This is a 1977 version of Downfall. It's got all the pieces. There's a little bit of damage wear to the box, but nothing major, and the gameplay is still quite playable in it. But yeah, 1977. I paid £3 for this. And I'm looking to get her back about 18 to 20 on that, because it's in great condition. But like I say, there's a bit of wear on the box, but nothing major, and it doesn't affect the gameplay in the slightest. At the back is some sealed board games. Well, 2 board games and a Mind Trap jigsaw puzzle. Now, this one really surprised me, because I always knew there was money in Where's Wally stuff, but to find a complete sealed board game, I was in the shop, and on the top shelf all the board games, regardless of whether they're sealed or used or anything like that, are all £1. Now, I paid £1 for this, and when I went out the shop and did my research, so to speak, I found to my amazement that people are asking about about £40 to £50 for a sealed Where's Wally board game, brand new, still in the box, not even been opened. So I haven't got a problem, I don't think, trying to at least get $39.99, $29.99. I'm quite happy to sit on that for quite a while, but for £1, and considering what they're going for, none have sold at above £50, to be honest with you. So I think I stand a pretty good chance of making some serious money on that. Excuse the sounds on my phone. And I think with this one, this headbands, I got a little carried away, because I found once I was on a bit of a roll, and I found one board game that was sealed, I found another one. And this is just going to be basically a listings filler, because that was £1 as well. But looking at new, sealed and sold and complete, I think for me £1, I think I'm looking at about 8 to 10 quid back on this one. But for £1, I just thought I couldn't leave it behind. And like I say, it's just going to be a listings filler. Now, when I saw Mind Trap, I thought, oh, Mind Trap again. But in fact, it's a sealed jigsaw. And again, I thought there'd be a lot more money in that, based on the fact of it being Mind Trap. And again, I paid £1 for a sealed jigsaw. I only picked up sealed jigsaws when I can. But again, you're looking at about 8 to 12 quid on that for your £1 back. From a £1 investment, I should say. Now, who don't like a little bit of good old classic Meccano? This is still factory sealed. It's still got his rip tag on there, and I paid excuse the camera work, £2.99. You can see that, £2.99. And looking at sold and completes and what they go for now, a sealed one can reach anything up to £15. I think just over £15 the last one sold on eBay. So for $2.99, I thought, yeah, I'll have that all day long. So yeah. And then there's this. This is, if I can pronounce it, a Carte di Casa bottle stop, cut glass bottle stopper. And I paid $2.59 for this. And looking at Sold Completes on eBay, there's currently one on there for about 21 quid. In the same sort of box, design box, but that's like a floral pattern. And as you can see, it's quite a nice, simplistic design. So I think currently I've got that on my shop on eBay for about $15.99. So I was quite pleased with that when I came across that. I'm quite prepared to drop the price or sit on it for a while. So yeah, I was quite pleased at that. Now these are, well, I suppose you regard them as sports glasses. So they are sunglasses, but they are in a nice case, and they are Missoni sunglasses. Now I couldn't find the exact ones on eBay, but I know from looking and doing my research, they go for pretty good money. Anything from about 10 to 15 quid, sometimes 18 quid, depending on the design and whether there's that brand on there or not. And I'm going to put them on for about $15.99, and they cost me $2.99, I think, if I remember right. Now I'll move on to this bad boy, and I'd just like to have a big shout out to Edward O'Neill from Antiques Arena, because I was looking at this in a charity shop. It's silver plated, Ionath, I think it's called. I'll probably pronounce that wrong. And it's a 3-candle candelabra with glass droplets, cut glass droplets. And I spotted this in a charity shop, and it was a £5. And I thought, you know what? I get the feeling every now and again that you look at something and you can just tell you're going to make at least double your money on this. So I bought it, I took a punt on it, I got it home, photographed it, and took the photographs and put them on, posted them to Edward O'Neill from Antiques Arena, and he told me basically it was mid-20th century, silver plated, and he hadn't quite seen one excuse me sell with the droplets. So like I told him, I paid a £5, and I asked him where should I price it. He said basically just because of the droplets and the sort of design, I'd try for $19.99 for that. So if you've never come across Edward O'Neill's YouTube channel, the guy really is good at what he does, and he knows, and he plays a good game, you know what I mean, and he knows his stuff. So thanks, Edward, if you ever see this video, mate, much appreciated. So yeah, that's on my shop at $25.99 at the minute, and like I say, I'm quite happy to sit on it for a bit. So yeah, and the next two was in a 2 for 99p box. Now, for anybody who's into retro figures, this is a biker mice from Mars. And like I say, it was 2 for 99p. And I thought, well, I'll take a chance. And to be honest with you, the figure on its own is probably only going to be worth $6.99 to about $8.99. But I'll always try and pick up retro stuff. So yeah, and the next one in the same box was I think it's pronounced as Schleich, the German maker, a DC Comics Universal Batman figure. And again, I thought there'd be much more in this based on the brand name. But again, I think I've currently got it, put it on my shop for about 10 quid, and just see where it takes me. But 2 for 99p again, I couldn't, pass it by. And then I came across this. Now this, I think, is made by Swatch, from what I can gather. It's a Flick Flock girls design watch, teddy bear and strawberries design. I don't know whether you can see that. Now, on the back was the original price of this. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Let me just try and focus in. There you go. £25.50. Now, I picked up two of these yesterday for $3.45 each. And based on that price, and what's on Sold and Complete, these watches can go up to about 18 quid, to 15 to 18 quid without the original packaging. Obviously they'll need a battery, so I was quite happy to pick them up, and I've got no problem in starting them off at 15 to 18 quid each, and they were 3.45 each. So having said that, I was quite happy to do that, pick them up, and couldn't leave them behind, take a chance. So yeah. Now, as I said before, in front of you is something that was in a charity shop in a plain old battered box with a load of other jewellery that this charity shop have had in from a hoarder house, apparently. And over a period of time she accumulated loads of different pieces of jewellery and all that sort of stuff. And I was in this charity shop one day and I couldn't find the damn thing. And as I was walking through the door to leave, I clocked, like I say, quite a grubby, quite an old box that had obviously been sat around. And I always make a rule of making sure I look in plain old simple bags and boxes, because you never know what was in them. Now, as you can clearly see, these are Swarovski pieces of jewellery. Now I knew the name, and I started off by picking this one out of the box first. This, I think it's an angelfish or something like that. And it's got, it's got all its documents, all the leaflets with it to say it's genuine and stuff like that. So having said that, it wasn't priced up. None of this stuff were priced up. So I thought, when I had that in my hand, I instantly knew, I'm sure I'd seen one before. And it is pretty nice, to be honest with you, lot. It's got sort of raised gilt back. And I said to the woman behind the shop, how much are these in the box? She says, well, they've only just come in the shop this morning. So name your price. So having said that, I picked this one up, had a look, and with that, I said to her, well, I'm going to go out the shop, because they know what I'm like, and when I go out the shop, they know that I think I'm onto something. And so I went out the shop, and to my amazement, this very one was on for about £85. I think it was either 79 or 85 pounds used. Now these used to fetch three figures, but as most things do, tend to go down in value. So knowing what I knew when she told me to name the price, and then going out of the shop and doing my own work, so to speak, I went back into the shop and said, well, a fiver. And she instantly said yes. And after I paid for it, she says, okay, knowing you, how much is it worth? I says, well, to be honest with you, I told her the price and she was absolutely amazed. So then I took it away, and then I went back a few hours later, a couple of hours later maybe, and there was stuff still in the box. Stuff I'd already took photographs of just to make sure. And that, oh, by the way, like I say, £5 for that, and £3 for that. That's currently sitting in, this is a ring, size 55, got all its documentation, it's hallmarked, so yeah, I paid £3 for that, and that's currently sitting in my eBay shop for, I think, if I'm right in thinking, $39.99. And then there was, I think it's called the Stardust or something like that, this wraparound bracelet, and again it's on my shop for $19.99. All of these items, the ring, that one and that one, have all got watches on, but this one was £2.50. And like I say, I went out the shop, did my own work, and that was the only one that I could name a price on, because when I went back, they'd already priced them up. So yeah, as you can clearly see, they are nice, they're spangly, they're bright, and I'm quite happy to pick them up all day long. And then the last thing that was in the box was this Alastor enamel. Now this is a little trinket box, and when I was looking, it's only a small thing. Look, as you can see, it's only this little thing, but there was one over in America selling for about $22. Right, there's not one over here, and I couldn't at first or even see one that had sold, so I picked that up for £1. And I'd never heard of the brand, but knowing what I knew when I did my own work, I was quite happy to pick that up for £1, and that is currently on my shop for excuse me, I think 16 or 18.99. I can't think off the top of my head. I know it's in double figures, and I know that it's got a watcher on as well, or at least it did have. So as you can see, that right there is a very good reason to, when you go in your local charity shops or at a car boot, make sure you always go in the mystery bags and boxes, because just because it says something on the box, it may not be what's inside. So I hope you enjoyed this video, because I know I have been making videos about 3 weeks ago, but like I say, I hit a rough patch and I wasn't sure whether I was going to come back to reselling at all, to be honest with you, because I was in the mindset of, well, you know, I think it's time to do something else, but I genuinely think I would have missed it. I want to thank you for all your support and kind words over in the Tap Chat group on Facebook. Much appreciated. Put me in a better mindset, and I am now back in the game, so to speak, and feeling a lot better about things. So thank you very much. If you care to subscribe to my channel, please feel free. Hit the like button. Appreciate your comments down below if you want to leave some. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down. It's entirely up to you. But till next time, guys and girls, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you to the subscribers, because obviously, again, I always say in my videos, thanks to them, because without them, there would be no videos. So till next time, stay safe. Treat everybody how you want to be treated yourself. Till the next time, guys and girls, this is Mr. Dig signing out. Cheers. Thanks, everybody. Bye.